Ciao Giuventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe. Welcome back on the channel. It's really early for me. It's like not even 7 a.m. On the other side of the whole world, Mo is there, and for him, it's really late in the evening. Thank you for your availability, Mo. What happened? I explain it really soon. I had to record 1 a.m. in the morning. As per standard, I fell asleep. I didn't hear my phone. And again, I'm here. So it's the second time in a row, but this time we have to thank Mo because he said, I don't care, we do it. I prepared everything. Thank you, Mo, for that Derby d'Italia. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, thanks. This time it's 1 a.m. here in Canada.
Oh my God. You know how I feel now, but I feel so ashamed. I'm sorry for all the people that are watching because this is not okay. It's a lot of work. I feel not good, but now it's Derby d'Italia, and that's why we will concentrate on. We start immediately, guys. We have a lot of things to speak about because the last time it hurt a lot. 2-0. But Pirlo said thank you. Thank you, Inter, because from that moment on, we woke up also with the Supercoppa, and since then, we won all the game. So what we do after you followed Mo on Twitter, you can find his tag under his name. We will do the expected 11, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and then we go for the prediction time. Are you ready, Mo?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
We start immediately with Morata. Morata. Why Morata?
Okay, so this was back in 2016. Again, we faced Inter Milan in the semifinal. We played at home. We won 3-0. We went over there and we lost 3-0 as well. At home, Morata scored 2 and Dybala 1. Over there, Brozovic, he scored 2 and Perisic scored 1. And
Crazy history.
we won on penalties.
Oh, I
It was
hope
just a
because now this evening we can't go to penalty because it's a two-leg game, but I hope not because we have already so many games in February. We don't need these extra 120 minutes. I really hope not.
Absolutely.
What about the Coppa Italia? Where are we, Mo?
Yeah, sure. So here I just put the last few games to compare how we were doing. We lost one game in January and we won all of them. So January, except for the Inter game, we did pretty well. We did really, really good.
It, it was
For
this It was a decisive month. January, we
Yeah,
said it really decisive because it could have meant the end of the story of Juventus. Let's be clear.
absolutely.
That doesn't mean that February is an easy one because, okay, we did well in January. Now we have to continue. Otherwise, what we did in January is lost. But the
Absolutely.
team is growing. I don't know how you see the team, Mo, but I see it really growing.
Yeah, now there is more stability, there is more understanding of the tactics. So no, absolutely, absolutely, we're
Y-
doing much better.
You did the lineups this time?
Yeah. So it's pretty close to what a lot of people are predicting. But I'm picking Danilo, Bonucci, and De Ligt in the back, and
Hmm.
Cuadrado and Chiesa on the sides. The three in the middle, these are the best three we can have. So that's why I picked them. And McKennie will be crucial during that game, and I'll explain why.
You
And
see,
up front, I picked Kulusevski instead of Murat.
you see, Ramsey again injured in training. That's the last rumor. It's not confirmed yet by Juventus. We didn't see who will travel with the team, but or at least because I was sleeping, I don't know if we saw the people that will travel. But Ramsey out, so that means that McKennie, as you said, will be the decisive one. Yeah, and then we let me change the image to this one when we are in defense.
Yeah, this time Kulusevski will drop even more. So Ronaldo will be the one running if we have a counter there, and Kulusevski helping him on the side, on the right side. But the rest is typical 4-4-2.
It It's a decisive game, and you see why when you were doing the lineup, we clearly see that you played also with the best possible. And you think that this one will be the one we will go 100% to rest a bit in the return game, or what's your opinion about that?
Yeah, it's always better to make it hard for the home team and score away goals. Uh, I know there are no fans, so it doesn't make a big difference. But still, they're used to playing in San Siro, so we need to get the maximum points from there.
Wait, because it's quite annoying because we don't really see the message. It's really important to see Inter merda completely. That's that. Now I have to move the microphone. What about Inter? Because they missed two big players.
Exactly. So it's gonna be the typical 3-5-2. Conte doesn't change. Like we know that we've experienced that. So instead of Hakimi, you're gonna have Darmian. Instead of Lukaku, you're gonna have Sanchez, and that's what he said also during the his press conference. So there are
It,
no surprises there. It's exactly the same team that played against us, except for those two.
sometimes it's quite easy for preparing the game versus Inter because at least Conte he's stable. 3-5-2, 3-5-2, 3-5-2, more or less the same men's, and then we go.
Yeah, and he rested many players during the league when he played against Benevento. They still won 4-0. So he focused a lot against to win against Juventus.
What about the tactics? Where are they really strong at?
Yeah, so let's jump into it. I'm just gonna tell you something. We're gonna relive the game, Inter Juve. I watched the full game, second by second. Exactly. Yeah, that was my reaction to.
Mo, it's 1 a.m. in the morning for you. It's not even 7 a.m. in the morning for me, and we have to speak about a game that was probably the worst of a long lot of time. But let's go. We have to go through it.
We have to go through it. So here we see when Hakimi goes inside to take that position, he's replaced by Barella on the side.
Mm,
And our biggest mistake was leaving Barella there by himself. You see, Frabotta, he's on Hakimi, but
yeah.
then there is no one on Barella.
Mm,
And you have Young also from the other side who's free. Hakimi passes the ball to Vidal, and Vidal is capable. Again, he sees Barella by himself. You have Brozovic and Young from the other side who are free as well. We're
mm.
concentrated in the middle, and that was a big mistake. So again, because we're concentrated on the middle, and you have three players on Lukaku, three other players on Martinez, Vidal was able to go in and score the header easily because there was no one like watching him. They're all
Il
watching
gol,
him.
il gol dell'ex. After he kisses the badge, huh? I didn't forget that
This
image.
is the
Huh?
match.
But no, it's crazy because we made a lot of mistakes, and especially as you said on the two wings, because it's not only Frabotta on Barella, but it's also, as you said, Young who was alone, and the two wings were there, and we
Yeah,
didn't had a lot of support of the midfield because we had Rabiot walking, we had a lot of players that were not holding their man, so a lot of mistakes in that one.
absolutely. And they're gonna attack a lot from that side.
Mm.
I watched the full game, and they were concentrating a lot on Barella going and taking that space, or Barella and Hakimi exchanging spots and trying to pass from there. And this is what we're gonna see tomorrow, well, today as well.
And then you have another strength of Inter.
Yeah. So this is one slide only. This is right after the goal. If you look at the minutes, this
Mm-hmm.
is right after the goal. You see how condensed they go back. They're very structured. It becomes 5-3-2, and they don't leave space. So it's true we have three players between them, but Chiellini here doesn't have many options.
It's really difficult to penetrate them when they are really regrouping and they know perfectly what to do. They understand it. Sometimes they lack a bit of creativity. I believe that this time probably they will have a bit more creativity, because if you don't have Lukaku, probably they will be a bit more unpredictable. While on Lukaku you put Chiellini there, or the Ligt, whatever, one or the other one that
Yeah,
marks him really hard. You don't have him. Martinez, that just became father, by the way, congratulations to him. Um, it's difficult, and it's more difficult than unpredictability.
yeah. And but this is what we're gonna see here as well. Again, this is the 5-3-2.
Yeah.
You have Juventus trying to pass the ball and get it up front. So Morata, he's trying to find a teammate to pass the ball. But look, you have the five players, and then the three players. There are no Juventus players between them.
Hmm.
So Barella takes the ball and starts running between Ramsey and Bentancur. And then Barella, he's able to run fast. He passed it to Lukaku, and Lukaku shoots.
It's really how hard they were killing us in the midfield. We saw now, we said it now with Arthur, Bentancur, and McKennie, that we found something really hard. They are helping each other, and one of the things that we noticed was the ability to be free, unmarked. But then we see here in the game versus Inter, it was, how can I say? Was it disgusting? I think yes,
Yeah.
because we were not able um, to be on demand. It was really difficult, really, really
Yeah.
difficult.
And Conte knew exactly. So this is another strength. I wanted to put like all of them again because we have to look at them. We have to see what was the biggest mistakes we made during that game. This is the second goal.
Mm.
You have Bastoni here holding the ball, seeing a lot of space in the middle because we were a bit everywhere. We were disorganized there. And you're gonna see Chiellini's positioning. So this is an aerial view. It's perfect. You can see Chiellini. He's on Lukaku, so there are no defenders there. Bonucci was not there. Barella, he was by himself, and Frabotta was really far from him. So look at all the space that was left.
What a crazy thing in three touchdowns, because it come from Handanovic to Bastoni and Bastoni to Barella.
Exactly, and they scored the goal. Here, Bonucci, Chiellini, and Frabotta could not catch.
We were absolutely not fast enough. It was crazy. Yeah? This is one of the difficulties we have sometimes. Depending who's playing, we are really not fast on recuperating. It happened with De Ligt, with Chiellini, with Bonucci. This is something we have to pay attention with.
And that's why I put Danilo on the left to cover that part and be fast and try to catch Barella or Darmian. Weakness, they don't have strength only. I picked also during the game, how can we solve this? And this is why McKennie is key. And this is why I picked McKennie.
Yeah.
See Bentancur, he passes the ball to McKennie, and look how many Juventus players are in there. This is really important.
You said it a lot this season, filling in the box. And that's
Exactly.
something that we are able to do, but we were not able to do with Sarri. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So here, McKennie passes the ball to Chiesa, and he had also a lot of options, but he shot. Fortunately, Handanovic stopped it. But this is what we need to try and test. We were doing this at the 86th minute. It was a bit late, but this is the difference when McKennie comes in and provides that extra support up front and those penetration. That's what we really need to do during that game.
And we saw that he's really, really great in doing the two phases and the offensive support and also defense. He really understood what Pirlo was asking.
Yep,
What are our opportunities? What are we good at, Mo?
sure. And this is why I put Kulusevski also. starter. Here against Pal, it's true. It's Pal. It's much easier, but still, Kulusevski was able to dribble and go inside the box. And the best thing here is he was given a lot of options. You had Ramsey, you had Fagioli, you had Bernardeschi. You see, like they were on the edges. They were giving Kulusevski options to do there, or Morata in the middle. You know, he was heavily guarded, but he could have passed it to him too. So let's see what happens next. So here you have five inside the box, and still
Hmm.
Kulusevski was able to pass it across to someone we don't see on that screen, and that's Frabotta. And
What
Frabotta
a
scored.
what a goal of Rabota! Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy, crazy.
So this is what we need to do: send as many people as we can inside the box.
And then we have the last image, Matuidi.
Matuidi against Barella. Yeah.
Uh,
So that's the threat for me. Last time he was really good. He's the one who scored the second goal. He's the one who did the assist on the first goal. We have to watch out on that side because we
mhm.
were really, really weak, and they exploited that.
Crazy. What do you feel, Mo, if we speak about prediction time?
Oof.
Let, even if it's late or it's early, we have to go through it. I'm curious.
I'm gonna go with 1-1.
I feel that we will destroy them.
Really?
Let me know, people, what you think about the score. But no, I will not say it because then I will jinx it again, and then we will lose, and people will say, Giuseppe, you jinxed it. But I have a clear number in mind. What doesn't mean that we will win it because we have the second leg to do. But
Yeah.
no, I'm quite confident. Mo, thank you really, because I know it was not hard. I fell asleep. My wife, she didn't wake me up because she was worried about me because have a lot of work. Thank you for doing it at 1 a.m. It's a real pleasure. So I hope, guys, that you will enjoy, that you will put a maximum of like, and appreciate the work of that man. Really, really, he deserves it. Thank you to all of you. We see each other for all the day with the news of the morning, with the halftime, with the post game. Maybe we do a watch along. I have to decide that. Let's see. As always, as per standard, Mo is closing up the channel.
So thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm pretty sure Pirlo studied that game much better than what I did there. So leave me your comments, subscribe, like the video, and let's talk all day.